I'm looking around in this car by myself, looking for whoever will prioritize my peace if I do not.
I don't know where to begin. Could be the curves on your body, but then could be your hair, maybe your skin. Yeah, baby girl, I'm tryna get with you. Come, let me see what we get into. It don't even gotta be physical, as long as that pretty face visible. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're good. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ree. Hi, on this channel we talk about a lot of things, mainly travel, life, and beauty though, so if you're interested in those things, there's a little plot twist. Make sure you hit that subscribe. We are on our way to, I think, 2K at the time I'm filming this, so definitely hit that subscribe. I don't want you to miss out. I don't want you to fall behind. I want better for you. I want joy, prosperity, good things. I want all that for you, and I think your chances will improve if you hit the subscribe. Call me a gypsy. Welcome to another chit chat. You guys seem to like these live chit chats. Y'all know I raised like a little poll just asking y'all what we should talk about. So one of the topics that was selected was being selfish in your 20s, and I feel like I can talk about this. And the timing of it is so perfect because I'm legit just coming home from having lunch with a friend, brunch really. So we got mimosas, oysters. It was a vibe. It was a complete vibe. So I feel like the timing of this video right now and this chit chat is top notch, and we can talk about it. Our drink of the day, because I know sometimes we do drinks, sometimes we do coffee. We just never know what we never know. This is Switcher. Come on, homemade island gal. Oh, someone find me. Come on, island gal. I love that for me. This is Switcher. Switcher's like honestly limeade, but we call it Switcher here in the Bahamas. So this is limes. So I think I used 4 limes, sugar, and I did 1 tablespoon of cane brown sugar, and then 1 heaping tablespoon of honey. And I mixed all that together. Now the best Switcher has ginger, but I did not have any, and I did not want to go into the food store because I have this issue where I can't just leave for the one thing I came in there for. So we're just gonna do a plain old cute Switcher. I could have put tequila in it because I have tequila right now in my car looking at me. Closed bottle, of course, but definitely add tequila to it if you want that jump. But we're not jumping today. It's a chill day. So cheers, grab something, why not drink something with me. I love that for us. So being selfish in your 20s, let's talk about it. I was really inspired to do this video or have this topic from To My Sisterhood because I absolutely love that podcast. It is my favorite podcast to date, and they did a podcast episode about being selfish in your 20s, and I felt like I resonated so heavily with it that I wanted to create my own spin on it and my own spiel. So here we are talking, chatting it up, doing what we do best. So I don't actually think being selfish relates mainly to your 20s. I think it can spread very far, honestly, throughout your whole lifetime. But what's happening now, and that how this topic is rising, is because people are noticing now that people are making more selfish decisions, or decisions that work best for them in their 20s versus later on in life. So I feel as though the topic is timeless, but right now it's trending to do those things and to have that sort of attitude or personality in your 20s. But it's definitely possible in your 30s, definitely in your 40s. It's really the notion that you are not making decisions for anyone else besides yourself. Like, you are just putting yourself first. Your needs, your wants, your desires, your mental health, what feeds your soul, that is coming at the utmost priority to you right now. And that can differ because obviously if you have kids, or if you have a dependent or somebody who needs you, then you might not be able to be as selfish as somebody who doesn't have kids, or maybe someone who needs them to kind of fully function. And that's why I feel like it's picking up so much in the 20s. It's because nowadays this generation of 20-year-olds are deciding rather lately to have kids and wanting to be more financially stable and more financially independent, wanting to travel more and do more things solo dolo versus the family vacation. And I feel like it's good, to be honest. I feel like let's all be a little selfish, because I think it's better for our mental health. Personally, I feel like it's good to have that era and that time where you could reflect and said, I put myself first. Because as you progress through life, let's say later on in life when you get married and you have kids, if that's your path, it's always good to have that in the back of your mind where there was a time that I didn't have these responsibilities on me and I was living more freely, and I felt like I absorbed so much of that time that I feel full. Because if I could be honest, that's how I feel about my college years. I felt like I did college right, to the point where I don't feel like I missed anything. I did the club life, I did the studying, I had the time of my life with my friends. I was the broke college student, I worked the jobs, I skipped the classes, all that, and I feel like I had such a full college experience that I don't feel like I lacked anything, and I felt like it was really meant for me, to the point where I'm not like, oh, I need to go back to college and oh, I need to do this right and I need to fix things. I am at a point of peace when it comes to college, because I feel like I did it in the best way for myself at the time and for me to become the woman I am today. So I feel like it's really good to have that period where you can say, in my 20s, I traveled to 10 countries. I didn't care about this, and like, not like I didn't care, but I obviously just put myself first. Like if I like to travel, or in my 20s, I wrote 7 books or this and that. It could be, it doesn't have to be traveling. It could just be like, in my 20s, I did happy hour at least once a month, or in my 20s I just spent time with my friends. I just spent time with people who I love. In my 20s I just stood to myself. I just focused on myself when I went to therapy. It can be so many different things, which I think is absolutely awesome, but I love it. Overall, I think it's necessary, and especially from where I'm from, because y'all know I'm from the Caribbean, from the Bahamas. It's unfamiliar. It's really unfamiliar. And I was listening to the podcast, and they're from an African descent, like their parents are African, and I feel like it's similar upbringings in the Black community, where you are taught to prioritize other people's needs over yourself. Like if somebody needs something, you are to go above and beyond to give your family member what you need, even if it's at an expense to yourself and your mental health, because that's what expected of you in the Black community. And I feel like it's good that we're finally breaking those generational chains that might be holding us back. I'm so sorry I'm talking about this as I'm rubbing my eye, but you get the point. I feel like sometimes we have stigmas in our communities that we think are normal that are actually destroying us. And a lot of times we are witnessing, or for me myself, I'm witnessing women who are in their 50s and 60s wishing that they did things differently, wishing that they prioritize themselves, wishing that they put themselves first. It's heartbreaking to watch. It's a little painful, because it's like, now that person has kids involved, now that person has so much going on with their life that they feel like it's choking them to the point where they don't see freedom, type of thing. And I just want my best to avoid that in life. I want to try to live the best life possible for myself, and if that means that I have to create boundaries and set myself up for success, so be it. And I don't mean it in a way where I feel like it has to be strict or rude or hurtful. I feel like you can be selfish and still selfless. That's just my opinion. I feel like you can be a giver, you can be kind, you can be sweet, but at the same time you can say, I need a break from this. And if I go to this family function right now and go and hear some foolishness, I'm gonna pop off. And it's acknowledging the fact that I don't want that. I don't want to be popping off and doing all that. Sometimes I just want to live a peaceful life, and that's okay. It's okay to prioritize your peace. Y'all know I feel that way. We have to prioritize our peace, because if we don't prioritize our peace, who will prioritize it for us? Who? I'm looking around in this car by myself, looking for whoever will prioritize my peace if I do not. And you're going to deal with other people's opinions, maybe your family's opinions, your parents, your aunts, your uncle. What I notice about people is people could talk about you regardless. Whether you're doing something, when you're doing something good with your life or bad about your life, they'll talk about you. So I might as well just let them talk. Now I feel like I'm learning to do it in a place of love, where I can be like, yeah, I probably don't say that, but love you, what's for dinner, type of thing. Like working on having that conversation where I'm trying to word it in a way where I'm trying to create boundaries and say, hey, let's not do that. Let's not form that narrative about me that I'm being selfish, or I'm not giving enough, or I'm not doing this and this because I'm not doing it in the way that you want me to, Don't go there. Let's figure out how we can wind that back and actually create a level of respect for each other, because I feel like that's hard, especially in the Black community. Having those conversations with your parents, like, hey mom, can we establish some sort of level of trust that I'm gonna do kind of like the best decision for me, even if it doesn't look right to you. These are hard conversations to have, but they're necessary. It's okay to prioritize yourself. It's okay to know your worth. It's okay to choose yourself. And it's okay to do it early. If you want to choose yourself in your 20s, you can choose yourself. If you don't want to have kids right now and you want to just focus on maybe exploring the world, maybe pushing your business, maybe just doing something that builds you up, maybe it's just doing like community service around the world and going to different parts of the country and just giving. If that's what you want to do, do it. Am I a bad person for saying that? I feel like I'm one of the worst person to tell about something that you want to do with your life. Like if someone comes to me and say, hey, I want to open up my own hair salon, my own beauty shop, this and that, my first response, just do it. Do it. Write down what all needs to be done. We can't be afraid to live our best lives. We can't be afraid to try. Life is worth it when you take those chances on yourself and when you bet on yourself, because I feel like that's just what life is about. Life is risky, but it's a good risk and it's a healthy risk. So in my opinion, travel, eat out. Not like, I don't want to sing the song, be Nancy, if I broke down my business. It don't have to be that extreme. You don't have to go broke, but you can live a very good life, like, and a very happy life, like spend time doing the things you love without feeling that level of guilt that this money could be done, this money could have been put to better use. There's no better use in this life than prioritizing yourself and what your needs are and what is happening there. And there might not always be a period in your life where you're able to pour into yourself fully. I always say this, and I'm always reminded of this, and I always talk to my friends about this. We cannot be pouring from empty cups. So we have to fill our cups up. We have to put in love into ourselves. Maybe that means a shopping spree, reading books. It could be anything, but we really have to prioritize sometimes as humans, filling ourselves up. Spiritually, mentally, physically, getting it done, doing the work, so that we can be better people, not only just to the people around us, but maybe even just to the people, like the world, people we don't even know. You know, you never know when you bless somebody just on the side of the street or anything like that, just having a conversation with them. Like, these things matter. So I'm all for it. I'm for it. Find anybody else that's more for it. I'll wait. Come back, because you won't find anybody. It's me. So let me know what y'all feel about this topic. Is it okay to be selfish? Is it mainly happening in your 20s? You see it trickling over into 30s, 40s? Like, what age really gap you see it happening the most? I just wanted to talk to you guys about it and let somebody know that, hey, I am, at the time I'm filming this, I'm 26 years old, and I am okay with being selfish in my 20s. I think I can be a little selfish while still being selfless, but I don't want to talk y'all head off too much about this topic. Just let me know down below what you think, and that's really it for this video. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me on these little chit chats. I am hoping we can create a good conversation down below, and you let me know what your thoughts. If you have any other good topics, let me know. If you have a drink of choice, let me know. We could get there. And yeah, be sure you hit that subscribe. As always, I appreciate you. I value you. Yeah, you bad. I can see y'all in the next one. Bye.